And today we're reading Mr. Putter and Tabby, Smell the Roses. Who's it made by?
Cynthia Rowland and Arthur Howard.
It's the Mr. Putter and Tabby series. Woo! We love the Mr. Putter and Tabby series. Isn't that right, guys?
That's right.
Yeah, so we love the Mr. Putter and Tabby series, and we'll keep going until we reach the end. But if we look on the side, it says Mr. Putter and Tabby, Smell the Roses. From the author from Henry and Mudge books.
Mr. Putter wants Mrs. T-Berry's birthday to be extra special this year. So how about a trip to the conservatory to see the beautiful trees and plants and flowers? It'll be heavenly, and it is. Mr. Putter and Tabby and Mrs. T-Berry and Zeke sniff the air. They smell the roses. They learned the plant facts. It's the perfect celebration until Zeke finds a banana tree.
Oh no, what's going to happen when Zeke finds the banana tree? Well, you're going to have to listen to find out. Right, Maya?
Yes, ma'am, sir. Yes, ma'am, and sirs.
This is good fun. What's your favorite book so far, Maya?
I don't know. Actually, I want to read them all before I decide it's my favorite.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. Mr. Putter and Tabby, Smell the Roses.
Maybe.
Mr. Putter and Tabby, Smell the Roses. Mr. Putter and his fine cat Tabby live next door to Miss T-Berry and her good dog Zeke. They did many things together. Mr. Putter and Miss T-Berry walked together, they read together, and they made tea together.
Tabby and Zeke did everything Mr. Putter and Miss T-Berry did, except sometimes Zeke did the whole way.
Mr. Putter and Miss T-Berry celebrate together. They celebrate Halloween and Christmas and the first day of baseball season. They celebrate new tires. They celebrate good teeth. And, of course, they celebrate birthdays.
Mrs. T-Berry's birthday is on Saturday. Mr. Putter told Tabby one morning, I want to do something special for her. All morning, Mr. Putter thought of something special he could do for Mrs. T-Berry. He thought of ice cream, he thought of cake, he thought of balloons, but they had always celebrated with those things. Mr. Putter wanted to do something extra special this year.
And plus, besides, he said to Tabby, don't forget what Zeke says when there's balloons in the room.
Mr. Putter made a cup of cocoa and poured Tabby some cream. Then he sat in his chair to think. I've got it, said Mr. Putter at last. I have taken 3 cups of It had taken 3 cups of cocoa, but he had it. He would take Mrs. T-Berry to a conservatory. The conservatory had the most beautiful trees and plants and flowers in town, and Mrs. T-Berry loved beautiful trees and plants and flowers. She was always telling Mr. Putter about those maples and roses.
Miss T-Berry loved the conservatory, he told Tabby. Miss T-Berry's birthday was going to be good. It would be special. It would be heavenly, said Mr. Putter. On Saturday, Mr. Putter put his best tie, and also some
Pomade
in his hair. He made him look very sparkly. Spiffy. Permans make the man, he told Tabby.
Let me see. Okay. Mr. Putter and Tabby knocked on Mrs. T-Berry's door. Happy birthday, said Mr. Putter. Mrs. T-Berry is wearing her dress with all the ruffles and her zebra earrings. You look very nice, said Mr. Putter. Zeke looked very nice, too. His jacket matched the earrings. Shall we go, said Mr. Putter. I can't wait, said Mrs. T-Berry, and off they went. I'm done.
Oh, soon they arrived at Conservatory. It was very large. It had beautiful windows. There was beautiful things going inside. It was heavenly.
Okay. Mr. Putter sniffed the air. It smelled. Mr. Putter sniffed the air. It smelled all wet and flowery. It reminded him of going outside in the rain when he was a boy. It smelled so green. Mr. Potter and Tabby and Mrs. T-Berry and Zeke walk among the trees and plants and flowers. They touched the leaf. They smelled the roses. They learned the facts.
Mr. Potter had told Zeke if he was very good at category, he might get a surprise. Zeke lived for surprises. He was very, very good. He was not chewing. He was not digging, and he was being as good as he can be. He stayed like that for exactly 5 minutes.
Then he found a banana tree. Zeke thought the banana tree was for him. Zeke loved bananas. He thought the banana tree was his surprise.
So he jumped and grabbed a bunch, which made the guard blow his whistle. Tabby jumped into a lemonade tree,
which made the lemonades hit everybody in the head, which made the conservatory not so heavenly.
Mr. Potter and Tabby and Miss T-Bear and Zeke and 2 bunches of bananas and 9 lemonades got into Mr. Potter's car. That was fun, said Miss T-Berry. You had fun, asked Mr. Potter. Of course, said Miss T-Berry. Did you?
Mr. Potter looked at Mrs. T-Berry. She had a head full of leaves and lap full of fruit. She was such a good sport. Mr. Potter wanted to keep giving her special things, so he drove her to her favorite ice cream parlor.
They had a lot of strawberry cream. They had a lot of strawberry cream. They had a lot of strawberry ice cream. And Mr. Potter blew up 15 balloons and Mr. Potter looked at Zeke. Zeke looked at Mr. Potter. Then Zeke gave Mr. Potter a surprise.
Okay. Zeke gave Mr. Potter a good Zeke. There were 15 balloons in the room, and Zeke was good. Mr. Potter was so happy that he sang the happy birthday song twice. It was one of the best celebrations ever. Everyone went home very happy. Mrs. T-Berry felt so special, and the next day there was even
lemonade. The end. Wow, that was so good. I just can't believe it. Well, that was fun. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more, you guys can subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye!